most common calls we get at Prairie Craft are those regarding rotten porch posts and rails. Whether you live on the coast or in the desert, water will at some point come in contact with your porches, and this can lead to wood rot. However, given the right techniques and finishes, a new set of porch posts and rails could last a good 25 to 30 years. This is an easy problem to fix, and one of the best ways to give your camping cabin a facelift.
The first step in replacing a porch post is to measure the post so you will know the proper length to cut the new post. This is an important step and can't be skipped at the beginning. Then remove the screws or nails at the bottom. You can use a hacksaw or a reciprocating saw to do this if needed. Now knock the bottom of the post loose from the floor. The railings will easily fall out. As you can see, the porch beams are not a support structure to the cabin. The posts are for architectural and safety purposes only. Now cut the nails or screws off at the top of the post that are anchoring the post to the roof. If the screws are hardened steel, a power tool may not work, and you may have to use pliers to bend the piece back and forth to break it off. While the porch beams and railings are out, take a close look at the porch decking to see if it needs to be replaced or refinished. If so, refer to the KOA online video on floors to assist with this repair. When all of the posts are out, the roof sags a bit. This is why you must measure the posts before they are knocked out. Now we are ready to cut new posts. When cutting the posts to the right length, wrap a tape measure or piece of masking tape around the post and mark it with a pencil. This will help you ensure a square cut at the top. Remember which side of the pencil mark you want the blade on when you are ready to make the cut. If it's on the wrong side, it will be 1/8 of an inch too short. The key to getting a square cut is to stay on the pencil line and roll the log to make alternative cuts. Once you've cut it with the circular saw, you can finish the cut with a hand or reciprocating saw. Check to make sure your posts have been cut to the proper length by propping them up under the roof. Then remove the new posts and prepare them for staining. Before you start the staining process, mix the stain thoroughly. There tends to be sediment on the bottom that doesn't mix very easily. Place the logs on plastic sheeting. Then brush with a paintbrush. When it comes to putting on stain, the more the better. Prop the posts and rails up so they can drip dry when done. It may take up to a week before it is thoroughly dry, depending on the climate. When the stain is dry, you are ready to install the posts. To start putting everything back together, we are going to begin with the railing pieces that come out of the cabin. Stick these two pieces back in the holes in the cabin. Next, we are going to wedge the corner post back into position. Make sure to insert the railing pieces into the corner post. Now you need to make sure the post is centered and level. Keep in mind that posts are not always true. Use a level to begin with, but you may want to step back and eye it to make sure that it looks centered based on how the cabin sits. Once the post is level, attach the top with 4-inch stainless steel screws. Using the stainless steel screw will ensure that they won't rust or stain the post. Once this is complete, do the same to the bottom of the post. Now we can place the railing pieces in the corner post that run across the front of the cabin. The tall center post now needs to go into place. Wedge the post in and insert your railing pieces into the holes in this post. This post will need to be leveled and centered using the same steps we used on the corner post. It's important to note that over time, the porch post may tend to cause the decking to sag under the weight of the post. This would be a good time to place some blocking underneath the deck to support the porch if needed. This project, while it may look intimidating, is quite easy and will greatly enhance the look of an old cabin. If you have any additional questions on replacing porch posts and railings, including the specific materials and products that are recommended, please contact Prairie Craft Specialties or the KOA Home Office.